Welcome, history and myth enthusiasts, to Harry's History and Myths. Today, we embark on a journey into the scorching sands of ancient Egypt, where the enigmatic figure of Set awaits. We'll unravel his complex mythology, exploring his role as a god of chaos, the desert, and even foreign lands. Along the life-giving Nile River, a civilization unlike any other flourished for millennia. The Egyptians, with their intricate art, powerful pharaohs, and vibrant mythology, continue to capture our imaginations. Woven into the fabric of their beliefs is the story of Set, a deity shrouded in both fear and fascination. Some myths depict Set as envious of Osiris's reign. He craved power and plotted against his brother. In a treacherous act, Set tricked and murdered Osiris, dismembering his body and scattering the pieces across the vast Egyptian landscape. But Isis, a fiercely loyal wife and queen, refused to accept defeat. Using her potent magic, she embarked on a tireless search for Osiris's remains. With the help of other gods, she painstakingly reassembled him and performed a powerful ritual, briefly bringing him back to life. During this short period, Isis conceived a son, Horus, the falcon-headed god. He was destined to become the rightful heir to Osiris's throne and avenge his father's murder. When Osiris returned to the underworld to become its eternal ruler, Horus prepared for a showdown. A series of epic battles ensued between Horus and Set, symbolic of the eternal struggle between order and chaos, light and darkness. These battles were documented in ancient Egyptian texts, including the Book of Gates, where Horus triumphs over Set, restoring cosmic balance. While portrayed as a villain in some tales, Set wasn't solely a symbol of evil. He represented the untamed forces of nature, the scorching desert winds, fierce storms, and uncontrollable aspects of life. In some interpretations, he was a necessary counterpoint to the ordered world of Osiris, ensuring balance and preventing stagnation. The jackal, a scavenger associated with the desert and the dead, was often depicted as Set's head. This association reflected his connection to the wild, unpredictable aspects of existence. The Red Desert, a harsh and unforgiving environment, was also considered his domain. Interestingly, some myths linked Set with foreign lands and their inhabitants, seen as a potential threat to the established order. This connection might be rooted in historical events, such as the Hyksos invasion of Egypt. Despite his complex and sometimes destructive nature, some pharaohs incorporated Set into their imagery. The pyramid texts, ancient funerary spells inscribed on the walls of pyramids, occasionally invoke Set as a protector, perhaps acknowledging his role in maintaining the delicate balance of the cosmos. While Osiris ruled the underworld, Set played a curious role in the deceased's journey. The Book of the Dead, a collection of spells meant to guide the soul through the afterlife, mentioned Set in various contexts. He could be an obstacle, testing the deceased's worthiness, or a protector, ensuring their safe passage to the underworld. The Hyksos, a foreign people who ruled Egypt for a period, were sometimes linked to Set. This connection might be due to their arrival from foreign lands, which Egyptians associated with Set. Additionally, the Hyksos were known for their advanced weaponry and military tactics, a stark contrast to the traditional Egyptian way of war. Egyptians might have associated these foreign tools of war with Set's chaotic and destructive nature. Furthermore, the Hyksos brought their own deities with them, including a storm god named Baal. Some scholars believe that the Egyptians might have seen similarities between Baal and Set, leading to a process of syncretism. In this scenario, characteristics of Baal, the foreign storm god, might have been absorbed by Set, further solidifying the connection between the foreign invaders and the Egyptian god of chaos. The portrayal of Set wasn't uniform across different regions and periods in Egyptian history. In some local traditions, he might have been seen as a more benevolent deity. For example, in the city of Ombus, Set was worshipped alongside Horus in a complex relationship, representing the duality of nature. This highlights the rich tapestry of Egyptian mythology, where interpretations of gods could vary depending on location and historical context. Today, scholars and artists continue to grapple with the enigmatic figure of Set. Some see him as a symbol of necessary chaos, a force that disrupts the status quo and allows for change and renewal. Others interpret him as a representation of the untamed wilderness, a reminder of the powerful forces beyond human control. Modern depictions of Set often reflect these interpretations, sparking discussions about his relevance in our own world, where we face issues like climate change and political upheaval. The concept of a god associated with chaos and the destructive aspects of nature isn't unique to Egypt. We find similar figures in other mythologies. In Norse mythology, Loki is a trickster god known for his cunning and chaotic nature. In Greek mythology, Typhon is a monstrous being who embodies violent storms and earthquakes. By comparing and contrasting Set with these figures, we gain a deeper understanding of how different cultures grappled with the concept of chaos and its place in the universe. While many depictions of Set come from funerary texts and artwork, archaeological discoveries also shed light on his worship. Statues and amulets dedicated to Set have been found across Egypt, suggesting that his cult was widespread. Interestingly, some depictions show Set not as a fearsome jackal, but with a human form, further highlighting the complexity of his character. Set, the enigmatic Egyptian god of chaos, continues to intrigue us. He represents the untamed forces of nature, the disruptive yet necessary element within the cosmic order. As we delve deeper into his mythology, we gain a richer understanding of ancient Egyptian beliefs and their enduring power to capture our imaginations. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Set. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe to Harry's History and Myths for more fascinating tales from the ancient world.